A few seats. Please don't stand up if you don't have to. Look, I'm Clive Stafford. I'm not really quite sure what I'm doing here. But John asked me to mediate the evening quite wise beyond me. But it's really a great pleasure to tell you what it's about. And I hope we can illustrate this briefly at the beginning. John is going to talk about one of his obsessions. And he's going to do it with fantastically high-tech stuff. He's got 2 posters that he's drawn. really high-tech. We're grateful for that. And then Tom's going to talk a bit about the unitary form of government. But the purpose of this evening is about ways that we can improve democracy. And you don't have to agree with Russell Brand to think that voting every 5 years is not the only thing that we should do politically. There's a whole 5 years in between, and there's a whole lot we can do in the meantime. And I must say, I always take that to heart. My own interest, because I live in the center of the universe, and I keep trying to persuade the Americans that it is Bridport. Yes, thank you. We don't want to tell too many people, but frankly, we want all those Londoners out there. But it's been fascinating. Sorry, there were some Londoners. Mr. Journalist, write down. We're not Notting Hill on Sea. We don't want that. We've got communicable illnesses. My own experiences have been interesting to work with the West Dorset District Council. Interesting is a word one uses when one doesn't want to be too rude. And it's been fascinating. And I think there's a very good case to be made that if you're talking localism, true localism in the town of Bridport is very effective because you've got town councillors who really get what our local issues are. Whether the West Dorset District Council does or not is a different matter. And Ros was reminding me that we put on an opera. It was extraordinarily bad music in Bridport a while ago about West Dorset District Council, the opera, which was a lot of fun and wasn't terribly flattering. The point of this evening is first, to hear a couple of other people give their ideas, only as an example for you. What I'd like to do then is for you to share with us your thoughts about criticisms of the way the process is going, but most importantly, ideas about how we can improve the process. And we'll discuss those, and then we have candidates from many of the parties. I think perhaps Exhibit A for the fact that democracy is not fully operational is that the party that currently controls the council hasn't bothered to show up. But that's a shame, it's a real shame, because I think that the point of this is to discuss positive things that might change for the better. But we'll have them make their positions known and their thoughts known. At the end of the evening, what I'd like to do is I'm going to keep notes and is to then put some of these propositions to you, and I'd like you to vote on whether you think this is a good idea, because first I'd like something that we can report in the media to get people thinking. But second, then, I'd like us to think about how we might take certain issues forward to try to make some improvements in the system. So anyway, thank you very much for coming. I shall be a bit of a dictator because if you don't mind, when you're making your presentations, there will be microphones, but try to keep it fairly short, 2 or 3 minutes. And then we will move forward from there. And we'll have some discourse. I think if you have any questions, for example, for the people who put ideas, let's just field them briefly because that will be interesting.